All right, good morning, YouTube. We're on a new job. Got the loader pulled in. He's down there now with the tire cat cleaning out the land, and this is a narrow little job. Trees all around the damn house. So we're gonna start in the back, which is what you're supposed to do. Try to get a hole created in here if we can work. It's really select cut. They didn't want to cut much. Mainly what they were doing was trying to get the trees down around the house for free, so to offset the cost, we're cutting some trees in the woods, but it's property lines there. It's just a real narrow strip. Gotta be real careful. This lady up here is anti-tree cutting, so she don't want so much as a twig disturbed on her side. So it's all to be interesting. Be a lot of pushing and pulling, slow process, but some really nice rock oak. I think some red oak, some white oak floating around in here. So yeah, it ought to be a pretty good job. Just a little aggravating, but you gotta take the good with the bad. Boy, this weather's kind of getting out of hand. Everything's frosted up this morning. I think it's supposed to be 60 today, but it's cold this morning. Everything's frosted up. Gonna haul logs today. I got most of that job cut Monday. We got a bunch of rain Monday night and it was rained. Let's see, probably rained on and off till about lunchtime yesterday. So we're Chris went up there, my buddy went up there and cut up yesterday. So I'm gonna try to get some of them hauled. I'm gonna try to keep the trucking in house on this one since it ain't a very big job. The rock oak in there didn't cut up as nice as we anticipated. It's job's not gonna bring as much as we thought, which is what it is. That happens. Can't win them all. But because of that, he's gonna cut the rest of it by himself, just peck around, and then I'm gonna try to haul it. That way we ain't gotta try not to pay trucking. And that'll help, make a little more profit off of this one. So yeah, we're playing truck driver today. I'll make sure I get on here later and whine and complain like a true truck driver should. On the road again. I just couldn't wait to get back on the road again. We're hauling off. Well, we ain't hauling jack shit right now, but we're headed there. We're en route. Man, this old truck don't have a whole lot of power. And I know I've probably said it 20 or 30 times, but I love this old dog. I really do. It's just a fun truck to drive. Gets around real nice. We still got to figure out try to get a little bit of more horsepower out of it, but all in all, it's a good old truck. Now we put all this rock oak and red oak and white oak on the back of this old girl, and we load her up at 83, 84, 85,000. I might be talking a different game. But especially up north here in these PA roads, Pennsylvania can't put a road in straight. They've never been able to. It's like they followed every horse path there ever was and just paved it. I mean, nothing straight. Everything goes up and down the daggone hill. But empty, the old girl runs good. So we'll get her backed up in there. I'm almost to the woods now. Hopefully get this trailer in. It's a little bit tight, but I think, well, man, the old dog made it. We got back in this driveway. The homeowner's getting ready to take his daughter to school, so we're waiting because we got to sit in the driveway to load. You see this road ain't real wide. I told my buddy to bring that skidder down. We're going to cut this bank back up right up to about where that tree is, that little poplar tree. And then I'm pretty sure I can get in because I can start earlier. See, like right now, I can't start in the driveway early enough. And then there's a ditch right there on the other side of the road that once I try to swing it, swing it around, truck gets down in that ditch. So, when you're backing in, you got to try to turn it like this to shove that trailer up in the driveway. once he leaves, takes his daughter to school, he'll bring that skidder down. We'll straighten that out. And then I think if I can run this log trail right up against that poplar tree, I'll be in good shape. And I should be able to keep the truck on the road. Go right on in. See what happens. Oh, these Pennsylvania roads are killing this old dog. We got a load of mats on. Well, mat loads on anyway. Headed up to a mill. And I tried to take the short way around, but it's a lot more hilly. So I don't know that it's really the short way around. It just keeps getting worse and worse. It's a big old hill, 55 miles an hour. Well, I'm creeping up there above 20 now. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. I made it to the mill. Up and down, left and right, side by side. We made it. Old dog wore out too. There we go. Get this one off. Go back and get another one. Ooh, that window's dirty. I get a truck again this morning. Took a load of mats. Well, I loaded a load of mats on the truck yesterday evening. Kind of, I guess you say preloaded it. Run it up early this morning. We're headed back to the woods now. I think we got maybe 2 or 3 loads left to haul out of there. It's got like 4 or 5 trees left to cut. Got rain coming in tomorrow. Actually, we got some snow, they're saying now tomorrow morning. Snow and ice and sleet. It ain't going to amount to much. They're saying about 1 inch. So we'll see what the weather does tomorrow. I don't know if we'll get this. We're trying to get this one wrapped up before the rain comes, but it might be a little bit tough to do. So it's what we're striving towards anyway. All right, this video is going to be a little bit short. I had dogs up there riding shotgun, keeping an eye on things up here. There wasn't a whole lot to video unless you just wanted to stare at the little butt of the ornament on the hood of the old Mac. There wasn't a whole lot to see this week. I spent most of the week in the truck. I cut in there Monday. I hand stumped Monday while that buddy of mine I work with run the skidder. Tuesday we got rain. So he cut everything up. I cut Monday. He cut it up. And then I started trucking it Wednesday. And he cut the rest of it by hand. We paid a little bit too much for those trees. That job, I mean, them trees looked good. I mean, we're going to make money. We're still going to make money. We just ain't, it wasn't going to do as good as it should have. Them trees cut down pretty bad. They were kind of wind shook in the butt, and you know, it is what it is. What do? You know, you got to just kind of make do with what you got, and you can't win them all. So it just made more sense to keep the trucking money in-house. There were 6 loads come out of there, you know, which ain't a lot, but again, it was around the house. So yeah, I mean, that's just wasn't a whole lot to see this week. We got a little job to do not far from there. I think it's scaled out like 48,000 feet. So it's, I don't know, it'd be 10 or 12 loads coming out of there, I think. Same type of thing. It's just a strip of woods around the house. Gee, that sun's bright coming in there. It's just a strip of woods around the house. But PA, you don't need no permits. So we don't have to, we ain't got to get a permit for that. So we might as well. And I tell you, with the crap we're dealing with Harford County, I just as soon cut without a permit anymore, man. I really would. But yeah, so that's the plan. We're going to move iron Monday. I got squared up with that guy where we cut the walnut trees that didn't belong to us or to belong to the guy we were working for. So that didn't go as well as I thought it was going to. I was pretty upset when we left his place. When we talked, I thought we kind of had everything worked out. You know, it was an honest mistake. His brother told me to cut them. You know, it wasn't my fault, yada, yada, yada. Well, we ended up cutting more trees for him. Cut some poplar around his house. You know, we had to pull some trees around the garage. We did, you know, tree work type stuff, some of it. Paid him for the trees on top of that. So I would have thought the tree work stuff would have kind of sweetened the pot, but when he sat down at his kitchen table to square up with him, he took all the walnut money. So we didn't make anything off what walnuts we cut off his place. So we caught them, skid them, trucked them up the road. Didn't get nothing for them. So I looked at him and I said, you know, if I'd have known you was going to do that, I wouldn't have cut any more of your trees, because what trees he did have there really weren't worth anything. You know, it was more so doing him a favor than anything, and we had to buy them. You know, we had to pay for that crap. So I was a little bent out of shape, and I made sure to tell him, you kind of did me wrong there. But at the end of the day, you don't want people talking bad about you. So if you got to lose a little money, basically screwed us out of about $4,000, which it's, you know, that's a fair amount of money when you think about it. Is it going to make or break us? No. Is it going to cripple us? No. But at the end of the day, $4,000 is $4,000. So I made sure to tell him, lose my number. You can pretty much guarantee I ain't gonna do anything for you. I had a buddy of mine lined up, was gonna take some trees down around his shop with a crane. He's gonna cut him a really good deal because we're friends. And I made sure to call him and tell him don't do them. And if you do them, you double that price. Don't do that man any favors. He don't deserve it. So yeah, I mean, that's, what do you do? It is what it is. It's over and done with. But anyway, yeah, so should we get out of that sun somehow? Yes, I'm wrapping this one up. Make sure you like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.